Alright you lots, Wildlife Moto here, your brand new destination for all things two-wheeled. Today, a video that a lot of viewers have been asking for, a complete run-through of every single mod that I've done on the Royal Enfield Interceptor 650. And over the last few weeks, across several videos, we've totaled no fewer than 40 individual mods. So let's crack on and take a look. As a quick overview, my goal here has been to use the Interceptor as a bit of a canvas to create a modern classic bike, but with premium parts and all in the spirit of the original. So let's start at the front of the bike and we're going to work our way towards the back. So down here on the wheels, we have the Motone Customs hot forged brass valve caps. Now these are the full-length Michelin style caps that just add so much to that vintage look and feel of the bike. A small thing, but a real touch of quality that time forgot. Moving up inside the front caliper, we have the upgraded Brembo sintered brake pad. This is one of the best performance mods that you can do at very low cost as well. So working up, we have the Hitchcocks Speedo cable guides. Now I love this part. Small little thing. It replaces that scrappy bit of wire that you get from the factory, and again just adds a little touch of class to the bike. Up here we've also got another part from Hitchcocks. This is the black front mudguard, and a couple of key differences in this part over the stock unit. Firstly, this is a solid black plastic rather than a painted part. Just makes it more durable. Secondly, it doesn't have those 3 holes in the back of the guard for the extension because I don't use it, so it's actually really nice to have a part with those holes omitted. Gives it a much cleaner look. Also up here we have this back blacked out fork brace or mudguard bracket, whatever you want to call it. Again, it's a small touch, looks really smart in black and just gives it a little bit more of a premium look. Over here we've also got the Moto Gadget Moblaze pins. I've talked about these a lot on the channel. They replace the big stock incandescent bulbs, but don't be fooled by the small size of these. These are extremely bright and safe as well. Meanwhile over here we also have the Tech Bike bash plates. Now I am on the lookout for a better solution for this, but for now it will do. Moving up, we've got another part from Hitchcocks. This is the oil cooler guard. Absolutely love this part. Again, it's a big upgrade over the plastic bit that you get from the factory. It's made from stainless steel, really solid, and it's powder coated in black here, making it nice and durable as well. Moving up the bike, the front forks, they've been resprung. You've got YSS springs inside here, valve emulators and preload adjusters. Fantastic performance mod. Highly recommend that if you want a little bit more performance from the bike. The headlight brackets, these are by Motone Customs, of course. They are CNC cut aluminium with a black anodized coating. And the little bolts here securing the headlights, they're from ProBolt as well. So nestled in here, we've got the Hitchcocks USB units. This is a dual system, perfect for keeping all your tech topped up. And I like the way that it clamps to the forks, keeping all of that clutter away from the bars. Next up, very obvious, we've got the Darts Classic fly screen up here. I think this looks absolutely fantastic in the dark smoke version. Really tidies up the front of the bike and should offer some wind protection as well. Now we get to the bars, where you'll also find these Motone Customs up and over risers. Love these. They bring the bars up by an inch and back by an inch. Again, fantastic quality parts, just really, really premium stuff from Motone. And they also allow me to run a flatter handlebar, which I think looks great. And these are the LSL SuperbikeBars in black. Moving on to the right hand side, we of course have the Brembo RCS15 Brake Master cylinder. This is the Rizoma fluid pots and brackets that you have to buy separately, but being so exposed, I just think this looks really good up on the bars. It also has an adjustable Brembo lever, which again just adds a wonderful progressive feel to the brakes on this bike. Next up, you'll see the Domino starter button and kill switch. This is a very common part used on a lot of high-end bikes around the world. I think that looks great. We also have the Domino fast action throttle, which will get you to wide open throttle with around 40% less twist, depending on the cams that you choose to use inside it. So really versatile as well. The grips, they're from Domino, but you can't see those because I've got these grip puppies over the top. Again, a really nice little touring mod for longer distance riding, gives you a really good feel on the bars. And finally, we have the Oberon Performance Street Fighter bar end mirrors. These can be placed in loads of different combinations, and I've made a full video on these as well. Right then, let's head over to the left-hand side of the bars where we can see there's some bespoke work going on here as well. We've got the TWM Racing Clutch Perch and Lever. I believe this is actually made by Domino because you can get exactly the same setup with Harris Performance branding on it as well. So it might be slightly more fitting for this bike if you're looking for that. The clutch cable is also an upgraded part. This is the Venhill Featherlight line. It basically uses a PTFE Teflon line for greatly improved feeling in the clutch. It's much lighter and much smoother as a result. Okay, moving on, let's talk about these. These are the Hitchcocks free flow headers. I've also got a full video on these as well. You can check this out on the channel. Sound absolutely fantastic. They weigh less, and I'm going to be doing more performance testing over the summer to find out what kind of impact these really have on the bike. Working our way back, we also have the Motone Customs Cafe Racer Pinstripe tank pads. I consider these to be a bit of a performance mod as well because I like to ride with my knees gripped against the tank, and these definitely give you something to cling onto. Small thing here, these are the blacked out throttle / intake covers. I've also used black bolts on these on both sides of the bike. Down here, we've got the Tech Bike levers for the foot controls. Really like these, give you a little bit of extra adjustability. I was going to install the adjustable pegs from Tech as well, but they didn't work out for me on my bike. I will update you in a future video on that. Elsewhere, we also see this blacked out version of the heel guard, a small touch. And don't forget that all important Black Alley oil filler cap as well. Up here on the side of the bike, we've got the ever controversial back side panels. These have certainly split the room, with some people loving them and other people think they wreck the bike. For me, that's pretty much job done because this bike is supposed to be different, so I don't mind these at all. And of course, lurking behind this panel is the DNA air filter. Also under the seats, we've got the booster plug as well, so a couple of little performance mods hanging around inside the bike. Talking of seats, this is the genuine Royal Enfield touring seat. It's actually in the Continental GT style, but I think it works really well on this bike. Behind the seat, you'll also see these 4 small tabs. These are the mounting points for my Kreiger dry pack system. Absolutely perfect for anything from a day trip to full-blown touring. Okay, so moving back down the bike, the incredible Scorpion red power pipes. I'm just going to shut up here and let them do the talking. Yep, you get the idea. So over here we have the Tech Bike metal chain guard. Again, this looks absolutely great in black, just kind of hiding in there. Certainly more substantial than the plastic units you get from the factory. We also have the Tech Bike passenger pegs here. Now being black, I just like the way that they blend into the frame and just a little bit more incognito than the factory units. So then, propping up the back of the bike, we have the YSS shocks, fully adjustable and a massive improvement over the stockers. Absolutely transformed the bike. Highly, highly recommended. Finally then, at the back of the bike, we have the back tail lights and the number plate mounting bracket. That also houses the 2 rear blinkers, again by Moto Gadget, and also the rear number plate, which on this bike might be a teeny tiny bit smaller than it's supposed to be. Just a tiny bit. So that's it. Those are all the mods that I've done so far on the Royal Enfield Interceptor 650. And I say so far because we are far from done with this bike. There is loads more to come. So don't forget to hit subscribe to be the first to catch those videos when they drop. And until the next one, ride safe.